They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level, they think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential, the grind is all in your mental. And I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that shit, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't, get the fuck out of my way then. Got one life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say damn, I learned some lessons. And say damn, I have no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it.
Equipe Dog, e aí equipe Dog, salve aí tropa. Começando essa live da tarde aí, ó. Calvão de cria hoje. Daqui a pouco, tropa, hoje não vai ser 16 horas, vai ser 13. E aí equipe Dog, salve André. Salve Bora X1, só à noite André. Hoje só vou fazer assistir aqui a live junto com vocês, né, velho? E aí, CR7, salve! Salve, Kelvin! Aí, Fire, te chamei lá no eFoot, você não aceitou. Eu nem joguei faz 2 dias, 3 dias, eu acho. E aí, Wendel, salve! E Artuzinha! Deixa eu tentar colocar o contador aí, tropa. Pra ver se vai. Deixar pequeno. É o horário que vai começar a live. Bam, 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 bam. Deixar bem pequeno aí. Dá pra vocês verem, né, velho? Tá bem aqui do meu lado. Falta 30 minutos. 20 minutos, na verdade. Já começa. Hoje vai ser mais cedo, velho. 1 hora mais cedo aí. Já bem aqui em cima, tropa. Dá pra ver aí? Perto da minha cabeça, lá ele. E aí, Kawane, salve! Oi, Wendel, salve Júnior. O que vai vir? Vai vir o evento do Centurion amanhã. O update de gameplay, modo espectador. Já foi confirmado lá. Eles postaram ainda agora mais cedo. Boa tarde de louca. Fire tem 69 milhões gastos em trade. Aguarda, mano. Vai vir coisa boa hoje, velho. Eu acho que hoje vem coisa boa, não é possível. Aí tá no meu nome e não dá pra ver o horário. Pera aí, então. Deixa eu só colocar aqui. Eu vou colocar aqui na minha peita, então, ó. Aqui dá pra ver na minha peita o horário? Deixa maior aqui, ó. Quase começando. Boa tarde, Lucy. Olha lá, o Lucy mudou de foto, velho. Agora dá pra ver. Beleza, mano. Desinstalei o UFC, Fire. Que isso de louca. Espera a atualização, mano. Aí tu ia ver o que tu ia fazer. Fire, você sabe vincular meu time no eFootball? Eu não consigo. Cara, lá na opção extras tem, eu acho que é suporte, creio eu. Suporte lá, eu consegui configurar. Ronaldinho agora. É o Ronaldinho, né, na tua foto. Vou focar no... Ah, tu vai ficar só no eFootball, entendi. Agora dá pra ver, né, o horário. Deixa eu só aumentar mais um pouco. Eu vou diminuir ali. Vou aumentar mais um pouco aqui, peraí. Então tu é o menino do eFootball agora. De louca do eFootball. Tu não tava juntando cons, velho? Tava bilionário aí. Trilionário. Avaliando, mano. Não, loucos. Loucos por carros só à noite, velho. Só à noite. Agora a gente só vai cobrir essa live aí daí, hein? Vai assistir, né? Junto com vocês aí. Daqui a pouco tá começando. Bam, 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 bam. Meu time dá pra ver e fiz escolhas certas. Não chegou nada lá no renders, velho. Achei que tinha chegado alguma coisa. Vai pegar nesse evento. E aí, Gui, salve. Vai vir atualização de gameplay, velho. Vão nerfar o gol de cabeça, creio eu. Vai vir o modo espectador. Não sei se vai ser só pra quem tá na mesma liga. Quem tem na amizade. Mas eu acho que vai ter. Vai ter esse evento Centurions também que vai chegar. Oi, Carla, salve aí. Sobrinho do Arthur? Dia 7 faria, mas eles já vão mostrar hoje, Lucy. Já vão mostrar tudo hoje, hein. Tá confirmado. Eles confirmaram ainda agora há pouco lá, né, velho, nas redes sociais deles. Pam, pam, pam. Lança o Nevou, o Calvou. Já lancei, velho, o Calvou, lê meu comentário. Coloca na parte da vaga, da parte dos comentários, fica melhor. Ah, aqui embaixo tu fala? Aqui? Tá bom aí, ó. Embaixo. Cruzadores vão se lascar na atualização assim. Espero, velho. Pare, fica melhor assim? É, deixa aí. Depois eu aumento quando começar, né? Eu olhei no renders e ainda agora não chegou nenhuma carta do Centurião aí. Nenhuma cartinha. Amanhã à noite, Wendel. Amanhã à noite vem um Centurião aí, velho. Centurion. Deixa eu colocar o som aqui no jogo, tá sem som. Deixa eu ver como é que tá o mercado, se já mudou alguma coisa. Poxa, tá gravando aqui, velho. Centurião. Manda um bom. Mandar o que, velho? Qual é o nome do seu time? É Firefox, tudo maiúsculo, mas tu não acha. É bugado pra achar, entendeu? É, caiu um pouquinho só, velho, algumas cartas. Não caiu muito, velho. Quais cartas vai vir? Eu também queria saber. Eu vi algumas só. Eles mandaram lá, ainda agora 2 horas atrás, velho. Eu vi um espanhol, vi 3 lá. Tô focado pra um cara na posição de atacante. Eu nem sei se vem atacante, cara. Mas eles vão mostrar daqui a pouco também. Acho que falta 21 minutos aí, ó. Já pensou o Zico de SA, Fire? Todo mundo vai broxar. Ganhou o camp, meu Arthur. Boa. Troca 89. Eu nem fiz essa troca, cara. Acho que não vale a pena porque é negociável, né? Aí eu não sei, Thiago, se vai atualizar os uniformes. A galera tá esperando a atualização da Libertadores, né? Já que vai começar hoje. Mas eu acho que não veio nada da Libertadores. Zico de volante aí não, velho. Zico de volante não dá. Faz uma. Deixa eu ver se eu consigo fazer aqui, velho. Uma 89. Tem que pegar jogador Totti. Eu não vou gastar. Aqui também é jogador Totti? É. Aqui eu não vou gastar também. Tio, não é evento mutante? Ele quer o Zico de volante, mano. Aí não. Volanta. Deixa eu fazer uma aqui, velho. Vai vir pack, tropa. Certeza que vem pack na loja. Compra uma só. Tô com 15.439 jogos. Vale pegar, gastar na Champions. Liga no Centurion. Aí eu não sei, velho. 15 mil. Tu tá falando lá daquela pontuação? Acho que o máximo é 1.200. 1.200 já é GG lá, velho. Não precisa de tudo isso. É, eles não estão ligados pros caras da Libertadores. Porque só é a competição, né? Não tem jogador. Banega! Ai, cafezinho. Só bagre, velho. Deixa eu comprar um lá, velho. Fazer só uma da Libertadores. Da Libertadores não, da... Comprar um jogador aqui. Só pra fazer uma 89, né, velho? 89, 97. Comprar um jogador TOT aqui, gastar 1 milhão. Programa TOT. Eu vi, mano, o John Texta, né, velho? Ele atira pra todo lado. Até agora não acabou o chororô. Muito ansioso pro evento da Eurocopa. Esse deve ser bom, velho. Espero que seja bom, né? Eurocopa Libertadora. John Texta já colocou São Paulo na jogada e o... São Paulo e o... Como é o Fortaleza, né, velho? É o Fortaleza na jogada também. Vale mais a pena gastar no evento Champions League, na loja do Centurion. Pack de 15k de joias. Espera vir esse Centurion aí, ver se vai ficar bom, velho, pra abrir pack. Eu nem sei se eu tenho os outros jogadores, só comprei aqui. Bruno Guimarães. Vamos lá, vamos fazer essa troca. Deixa eu ver se tá atualizando os likes aí. Tá aqui com 16. Vamos deixar o like aí, tropa. Se puder compartilhar, compartilha. Daqui a pouco já tá começando. 18 minutos aí pra começar a live. A gente vai acompanhar aqui. Eu não vou traduzir, velho, que eu não manjo nada. Mas dá pra... Eles vão mostrar, né, velho? Dá pra entender. Vale mais a pena gastar no evento Champions League. Pare, quando meu pai sai aqui trabalhar, vou atacar o chocolate. Que isso, mano? Ele não deixa não, velho? FIFA legal? É, Joel. Joel, o Cruel. Oi, Reinaldo, salve aí. Bruno Guimarães, 287. Tarkovsky. Vou colocar o Sérgio Roberto. Não, vou colocar o Danfra. Vou colocar o Sérgio Roberto, vai. Para. Aqui tá de boa e aqui tá de boa também. 5,75. Aí, foi feita. Dá pra fazer a troca agora. Recompensa 2 jogadores versão mista. Vai vir só coisa ruim de louca. E aí, IG7, salve. Oi, Joel. Parampa. Vem épica, tem que vir épica, véi. Épicazinha. Tem que vir épica, vem épica. Vai vir um TOT. Bora ver. E aí, Mário, salve. Um brilho só, um brilho a gente abriu. Vai tirar o Pepsi. Lá vem. Italiana, Maldini. Maldini. F. Bait. Putz, velho, tinha que vir Maldini, troca. Aqui só tem bagrier. Agora a gente vai ter que trocar outra, né? A gente pegou o bastão. O bastão vai de F. Já veio de A.
Obrigado, IG7, por inscrever-se no canal.
Valeu, IG7. Seja bem-vindo aí. Ivioco e o Dumfries agora. Pra vir só vem jogador bom. Pra ti, velho, quem é que vem? Quem que tirou aqui de bom? Pra mim só vem bagre, velho. Agora vem épica, velho. A última troca. Tirou a mesma coisa que eu tirei ontem. Pô, já precisa ver Maldini, velho. Eu ia usar ele, eu ia upar também. Ia vender, ia fazer concha com o meu outro zagueiro lá. Eu ia vender o Saliba, ia ficar Maldini e Van Dijk na zaga. Ronaldo 97 tirou o Bono. Acredita? Também acredito, velho. Chama, agora vem. F. Aljaba. É, atualização daqui a pouco, Marcelo. A gente vai acompanhar a live aí, ó. Vai vir um modo espectador, vai vir a atualização da gameplay e o evento novo. Eles vão mostrar. A gente vai acompanhar. E Minjai, canseira, tropa. Agora foi canseira essa daqui. Agora não dá mais. Eu não vou comprar mais não, ali. Perder 1 milhão só tá bom. Eu não acredito. Aljaba. E essa troca aqui, tropa? Será que dá pra fazer essa? Isso aqui gasta, hein, velho. Isso aqui gasta muito. Ó, e nem 85 eu tenho, nem vale pra mim. Vai vir só um jogador. Essa aqui veio o coach na outra conta. Eu acho que foi na outra conta que veio o coach. Ganhou 96. Marcelo dos Ovos. Torce pra cá o time pro São Paulo, Wendel. Olha lá, Lucas Carlos. Olha o Jaba. 13 minutos, tropa. Tá faltando aí, ó. 13 minutos. Pra gente acompanhar o evento. Opa, 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 opa. Só vem merda em tudo mesmo, Fire. Troca? Então eu não vou trocar, velho. Já que só vem merda, não vale. Vai, Corinthians. Corinthians joga hoje? Tem que o Flamengo às 7 horas, né? Opa, opa, opa. Acho que é amanhã. Amanhã talvez eu jogue um eFootball à tarde, hein? Amanhã não tem nada. Eu jogo eFootball. Semana não joguei ainda. Flamengo joga hoje, né? O Palmeiras também? Ou não? Não, o Palmeiras é amanhã. Atlético Mineiro, eu acho. Eu acho que é amanhã, Atlético Mineiro. Me dá aí café. Acabou, mano. Acabou o café. Só na água agora. Mostra seu time. Acabou o café. Quero café. Quero café. E aí, Denis, salve aí. Vai, Corinthians. Deixa eu ver se já chegou alguma coisa lá no Rendes. Acho que não. Não, não chegou nada. Eles não divulgaram ainda, né? Opa, opa, opa. Bugou aí o horário, tropa. Tá de boa, deixa eu ver. Vamos deixar o like aí, tropa. Só 18 likes, velho. Aí não. Aí não, aí não. Poxa, tá aparecendo comentário lá. Deixa eu ver se eu arrumo aqui. Para ver meu time. Vende Carlos Alberto com ping-pong. O Tottenham vermelho 108 milhões mais barato que o Carlos Alberto. Não. Não, não. Não vou fazer isso, não. Saudades do começo de Luca. No começo era tudo mais lento, né, velho? Eles não aumentaram a velocidade aí. Aí foi F, né? 10 minutinhos, tropa. 10 minutinhos pra começar a live. Não, não vou fazer isso não, velho. Eu vou pegar o Vandessal, mas vai ser só na boa. Não vou forçar, não. Só chega amanhã no Rendes. É, só amanhã mesmo, velho. É porque o evento vem amanhã, né? Achei que era hoje. Não tem como chegar hoje, né? Meu time é o Corinthians. Só à noite, tropa. À noite eu vejo o time e jogo com vocês. Vou focar só nessa live aí. Pra acompanhar essa live. Pra não misturar. Se não forçar, não vai conseguir desse jeito. Vou sim, pô. Faltando uns 30 milhões só. Eu vou vender o Donnarumma. Vai ficar 60, ó. Vai faltar 40 milhões pra pegar o Van der Sar. Essa semana eu consigo aí. Seu time é Grêmio? Torce pro Grêmio? Grêmio. Peguei o mascherano lá na expedição. Deixa eu ver se tem expedição pra fazer. Na expedição não, foi no... Caceta, velho, me esqueci onde foi. Sei que eu peguei o mascherano. Deixa eu fazer esse modo de desafio aqui rapidinho. Ver se eu dropo alguma coisa. Aí dá certinho esses 9 minutos. Oi, Joãozinho, salve! Que saudade do FIFA. Tu não joga mais, Carlos?
Obrigado Elenir Fraga por inscrever-se no canal.
Valeu, Elemi. Sim, eu tô ligado, Sensat, mas eu vou pegar ele com calma, mano. Não vou forçar, não. Precisa. Eu também não tenho mascherano pra colocar ele no vermelho ainda. Tá faltando, acho que 1 ou 2 mascherano. Quero meter ele no vermelho, aí eu vou pegar o Zambrota, eu vou upar ele com as classes do Zambrota lá. 9 minutos, tá faltando pouco já. Vou começar a live. Oi, Joãozinho. Tem um canal? Donnarumma 97, boa, Wendel. É bom Donnarumma, velho. Pega muito. Donnarumma! Só a noite, Duda. A noite que tem análise aí, ó. Essa live agora não vai ter análise. Nem X1. Pam, pam, pam. Pam, pam. Aí, tropa, acho que 6 horas vai começar a live BR aí também. Tá com tradução aí que fala, né?
Vai, Neymar.
Oxi.
Tu gosta de bater, né, Neymar? Tu é cachorro, né? Outro sereno. Vai, Neymar.
De Luco Cultidai mandou R$1. Firo, sabe quais os jogadores poto da semana vão vir no eFootball? Eu tenho quase certeza que o Rodrigo.
Rodrigo? É por causa do jogo dele, né, velho? Jogou muito. Fez 2 gols, eu acho. Pior que eu não sei, velho. Valeu aí pelo R$1, mano. Tamo junto. Eu gosto de bater, né? De Luke Berinjelo. É, o Rodrigo acho que vem, velho. Certamente. Rodrigo, o Bellingham, eu acho que fez gol também, né? Bellingham. E ele... Eu nem abri o pack do Ronaldinho lá ainda. Tem um pack do Ronaldinho e o Kaká, parece lá que é... Tá faltando 50 moedas amarelas pra mim lá. Você vai ganhar? Só meter um gol aqui, ó. Só meter um gol aqui. GG. Eusebian. Pega minha conta e upa com 69 milhões quase. Não, tem 4k de joias lá. Oxi. Tem preguiça de upar, é? Upa, upa, upa. Abri 10 vezes de 900 e não peguei a lenda. F. Eu vou tentar depois não. Na live de amanhã. Eu vou tentar juntar. Tô 500 mil GP lá, velho. Dá pra pegar o De Bruyne. Nedved. Armando, salve pro Armando aí, ó. Irmão do Wendel. 6 minutos, tropa. É o tempo que termina aqui. A gente aguarda abrir lá. Vai começar a live. Que isso, Neymar? Aliba. Bergkampo. Terminar aqui eu já coloco na tela inteira aí. Só aguardar. Tem um time meio fraco, 97 pode me ajudar. Se puder me dar dica, eu agradeço. E Daniel, tipo, hoje, só à noite, velho, que eu vou fazer análise. Já vai começar a live da EA. Aí eu só vou assistir a live. Comecei a live ainda agora também. À noite eu analiso times e jogo X1 aí com a galera. Tô terminando aqui esse modo de desafio. Quero doce. Peguei o Haaland 97, vou descer 96, mesmo pack. Caraca, vocês têm sorte nesse pack, velho. Eu não tiro nada bom lá. Começando lá, deixar bem baixinho.
Well, Derek, it was a tight game. Both sides had their moments and chances, but overall, they just about shaded it.
Deixa eu aumentar a tela aí, tropa. Vou aumentar a tela lá pra vocês. Pegar esse copyright básico. Deixa mutado aí. Deixar essa musiquinha de fundo. Vou deixar essa musiquinha, senão vai dar copyright. Deixa eu aumentar aqui.
Obrigado Daniel Lirio por inscrever-se no canal.
Valeu, Daniel, seja bem-vindo aí, ó. Pera aí, tropa, tô arrumando aqui. Já pego o chat de vocês. Daniel. Aí tá bom, né, tropa, assim. Só diminuir aqui em cima. Aí dá pra ver. Vou pegar o chat aqui, agora eu vou ler o chat de vocês. Jogar pra cá. Aí, fui. Até quando vai a live? Até terminar essa apresentação aqui, velho, da EA. Você joga pelo PC? Sim, mano, pelo PC. Teclado e mouse aí. Vou colocar modo teatro aqui. É melhor. Vai Neymar, tu gosta de bater, né? Tu é cachorro. Ai, muito sereno. Aí, agora tá bom. Tá a tela cheia. Deixa eu pegar o chat. Beleza. Sério, você é rico de beleza, né? Como tu pode ver aí. Messi ou Ronaldo? Messi ou Ronaldo, chat? Falei. Falta 30 segundos, galera. 30 segundos pra iniciar. Fala no chat se você gostou dos ovinhos da EA. Adorei, velho. 3 ovinhos de lá, ó. Só ovo top. Vídeos 87, vídeo só tem carta horrível. Vou botar o som aqui, tropa. Tô nem aí pra copyright. É bem baixinho. Aí quando eles começarem a falar, eu aumento um pouco. Começou! O Taka aí e o Antuana. Deixa eu aumentar um pouco.
Live. It is good to be back.
Tá sem música.
I'm here with Tak. Welcome back, Tak. It's good to see you.
Tava de férias ele, ó. Bem-vindo de volta.
While, right? It's been a while. Yes, I was in vacation.
Se quiser que eu aumente mais, fala aí, tropa.
Glad to see everyone here. Good to be back. Wow, and I'm back with a bunch of good news, right? We have a lot to show today, and I was so excited.
Gosto do
looking
Taki?
forward to today's show. So I hope you guys are ready too. I hope you guys are excited and looking forward because we have
Júnior,
the update.
tinha que trocar aqueles ovos, mano.
Spectator mode coming up, and we have a new event. So jam-packed show.
Podcast, né?
But we had some announcements to make before we get into the thick of it, right, Antoine?
Yeah, I mean, jam-packed show is a good one. I think before we started, we also called it a beefy show. So there's a lot to it, I think, in this one. There's whatever you want to call it. This is a big show. There's a
Tá que
lot.
tava dormindo, tá com cara de sono, né?
But yeah, I mean, I think first, before we just jump in, I'm seeing a lot of people in chat are getting hyped up already. It is great to see everybody getting hyped up.
Quero saber nem do evento, quero saber do
But yeah,
update.
Tak, there's a lot of stuff first. I think the first one we wanted to talk about, right, was April Fools.
Oi, Henry, salve aí.
Just to like ask, who did you pack in April Fools? Who was the Prime icon, the Toddy icon that you got from April Fools? I mean, I got a 50 OVR.
Beleza, Wendy, vai lá.
Be happy with some good training
Yeah,
XP.
me
I don't know,
too.
who did you get, Tak?
XP so good. I got a Brazilian Of course, an icon walkout from my bronze player, which is happily now sitting as XP in my lineup. How about you guys? What did you get?
Não, não vou querer não, CR7. Não gosto muito de doce.
I know those King. I don't know if you got the Striker King, but he is a mainstay in my lineup now.
É, eu também, só pra atualização, velho, da gameplay.
What do you guys think, though? Was it a good joke?
Que isso, Henry? Tá doente, mano? Melhoras aí, mano.
It was good, yeah. It was good. And then the other one as well was the Easter egg hunt.
Esse cara aí é calvo
What did you
mesmo?
think, chat? I assume everybody got all 3 of the eggs.
Os caras começaram a zoar ele
You got your
na primeira
marshmallows.
live que ele fez, que apareceu sem
What do
boné.
you think?
Aí ele começou a usar boné.
Little mini events going on. This is it was a good time of year when those pop up.
Calvão de cria.
Yeah, it was. This was definitely more a reward.
Ah, tomando remédio, boa, Henry.
And thank you, community, for
Pô, de grátis, eu acho que não.
And
97.
you submit it onto here for the opportunity in the future to get
Sim,
it
personalizar o
actually
uniforme.
added in game. So if you have a creative side or you're good at design or if you always wanted to have a kit of yours in game,
É, só de
make sure
noite.
you go to the link we
X1
dropped in here,
e análise.
download the package of the kit template, and then design your kit on top of that and then submit it. So submissions are open
Sim, Luan,
until
vai ter.
Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific is when it closes. So submit that if you want, and then in the coming weeks, we're going to be selecting the 5 top ones.
Sim, Cauã, vai ter modo zelador, mano.
And from those 5
Vai deixando o like aí, galera. Não
the
esquece do
top
like.
2 vote getters will be added into the game at a future date. So this is a really cool opportunity to get your kit design added into the game, and then to see the whole community
Beleza, Wendy, eu
and
analiso
say,
sim.
hey, I made that. That's my kit. I think it's a really cool challenge we're doing here. And also trying to get more of these in the future for maybe some emotes, maybe do logos, maybe do balls as well. Just bring a whole new kind of community aspect to locker rooms.
Vai ter mais
more information
opções
in
para
that link,
personalizar, tropa.
but just letting you
Então
guys know,
falando.
Thursday is the deadline for submission.
6 horas, eu acho, Wendel. Ah, da EA, a minha é depois das
that's
20.
exciting to see. I would love to see some of my designs in game too, but I'm not good at that, so I'll leave it to the community. All right, I think we're ready. We built it up, built the excitement up. I think we're ready to get into the what everybody came here for, right, Antoine?
Eu estou imitando
Yeah,
o
I
LS.
think, chat, are we ready to talk about gameplay? That is what I want to know first,
Gameplay.
is what are we thinking, chat? Gameplay
Brasileiro,
updates.
Estevão.
Our gameplay team.
Mas ele mora nos Estados
they've
Unidos,
been
eu acho.
working hard on this for months, and we want to just show you guys what we've been up to, what the team's been up to, and a lot of this is community driven by feedback that we see. That
Vinícius, é Firefox, mas
then sees
não vai
and makes
achar, mano.
adjustments.
É
So I want to
bugado.
see. I see a lot of yeses in chat. I'm seeing people say, "Quickly, go, just do it."
Just show us, please.
Exactly.
Awesome. Great to see the excitement.
So I think we should get into it, right? Timo made a recording for us.
Beleza, Duda.
He was unable to make it with time zones, but he put together a really nice 6-minute video, which will outline the major changes. And then after that, we're going to come out, and then the two of us are going to be talking through it a bit more, going through some Q&A, answering your questions, any kind of extra gameplay questions you have, we can go through that. That sounds good to you guys?
All right, let's get into it. Hear it out for Timo.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
Ó, o
This is
Timo Verme.
gameplay producer.
Vai mostrar a atualização,
I'm
tropa.
excited to share with you the details of the gameplay update coming to you all in early April.
Agora sim,
At the
parte que
high level,
importa.
the theme of this gameplay update is to improve build-up play and chance creation through passing and dribbling, as well as balancing the effective Secondly, sprint dribble lets your players feel more dynamic, initially knocking the ball ahead for an explosive acceleration, and then transitioning to short touches
E isso,
for
mano.
better control.
Aquela aceleração no começo, vocês lembram, tropa? Os caras davam uma aceleração dessa? No começo da temporada? Será que eles colocaram de novo?
Since launch, we've been listening, and based on your feedback, we have made a lot of adjustments to crossing, especially in regards to accuracy and effectiveness.
Aí, o cruzamento, será?
The goal here is
Balanceamento?
to create better gameplay balance and diversify build-up play. Firstly, the crossing attribute now has a much higher impact on the overall
Salve, Jaciara!
quality, accuracy, and speed of the cross. The overall degree of difficulty
Aí,
from a
tropa,
cross situation
estão
will
mostrando
play
aí,
a
ó.
major
Vão
role
dificultar
in
agora.
determining how accurate your crosses will be. For example, if your player is sprinting at full speed down the wing,
Aí, ó.
with the defender on his hip and facing away from the box, the cross
Errou.
will most certainly
Agora eles vão errar,
be
velho.
less accurate. In comparison to taking time to set himself up without being under pressure.
Aí tá beleza, agora eu quero ver na prática, né? Zagueiro
Crossing
posicionado,
speed has
assim.
also been reduced in general to allow defenders to better react and compete in aerial duels. You will notice that crosses will come in slower and with more height to create a better gameplay
Viu o
balance.
cruzamento mais lento agora, ó.
And lastly, I wanted to mention a few other important quality of life improvements and bug fixes included in this April update. Please be sure to check the gameplay deep dive notes to see the fullest of improvements and more details. Firstly, players in motion without the ball can now slow down faster and react to the
Correção de bug, isso aí que eles estão falando.
You can now access your substitutions directly
Confia na
from
de
the
Luck.
gameplay menu, helping you to make those important decisions faster. We have adjusted all versus attack basic chances to be more challenging and better reflect their quality.
Salve,
We have
Jacera
adjusted
Silva.
the shot speed in manager mode to better reflect attributes and produce a more realistic experience.
Cruzadores tomaram naquele canto.
We have overall improved our goal replay diversity and also added 2 new replay camera angles, so you can relive those big moments with even more excitement.
Obrigado Aureu Souza por inscrever-se no canal.
You can now skip both goal and offside replays in
Obrigado
head-to-head
Gabriela
matches,
Bazan
so you
por
can get back to
inscrever-se
the
no
action
canal.
faster.
Deixa o like, tropa. Deixa o like aí pra ajudar a tropa.
We have also addressed
Essa boa.
several issues where sometimes your player would not jump, or jump too early, or even double jump in 2-player header situations. These further add to crossing balance and the ability to defend
Oxe,
against them.
bugou, tropa. Bugou. Voltou.
Also, we have addressed the issue of headed passes having a
Lançamento.
very high and loopy trajectory. Headed passes are now lower and more effective. And that wraps up our gameplay deep dive for this upcoming April update. Here's an overview for you all to summarize the main goals and features, aiming to provide you with a more fun and
Quer ver o
balanced
evento?
experience. We look forward to seeing more of your feedback over the next weeks and months, and thank you for being part of this amazing FC Mobile community. Thank you so much, and see you on the pitch.
Beleza.
All right. What did we think, chat, of that update from Timo? I'm excited. I think crossing
Gol de
getting a
cabeça
little
do
bit of
Zico.
an adjustment is well needed, but also passing.
Salve,
I don't know
Jaciara.
about attack, but I think like more reliable ground passing, a little faster. I think we're going to see more attacking opportunities. It'll be more
Absolutely.
fun. I think.
Transferência de treino.
Agreed. We've all been there, you know, like maybe the targeting wasn't the intended target. So excited to see. Shout out to Timo. He'll probably watch the the recording later on. I was watching here the chats on YouTube and Twitch. So thank you guys for the reactions. That was one of the reasons why I was so excited to be here today with you guys.
Gostou, Lucy, da
I guess
nova gameplay?
quick announcements before we get into
Tapisoba vai arrancar a
breaking
cabeça de
down, of explanations of
Isso,
what
mano.
we've just shown, because it's a lot to unpack. This update is coming to FC Mobile on April 9th UTC. All right, guys, and it's going to affect gameplay in all game modes: VSA, head-to-head, manager mode, PvE. So it's going to be global in every game mode.
Salve, Jacera, pela quinta vez.
Why don't we start with passing and break down little by little all of the little things that Timo just mentioned here.
Os passes
So,
vão ficar mais
passing in
precisos,
general,
tropa. Dribles
as
mais
we said
rápidos
before,
e cruzamentos
sometimes
mais
you would
difíceis.
feel like
É
targeting
isso,
was not
resumindo.
there. It was a bit sometimes inconsistent.
Dribles mais apelões,
So I think this
passes
update,
mais apelões,
will
cruzamento
allow,
nefado. É isso, de
quite a
resumo.
quality to chance creation via passing, be it you know, like just targeted passes or
Olha o que
through
Minjai.
balls. So excited to see, especially in these examples. As you can see, it's a lot more finessey or accurate. So and I think the goal is to just lead to better chances, lead to more action. Definitely will make the game a bit more dynamic, and ultimately
Vai comprar atacante 3 de
chances of
fintas?
scoring will be greater.
Oi, Geisiane, salve.
Yeah, agreed. I think the one to look out for is
E aí, Davi, só
the
de
short
boa.
passing attribute will mean that you have faster short passes. So right away, I think of the guys like Pirlo.
Ó, esse passe aí, ó, o atacante se atrapalhava todo, velho. Ele não conseguia pegar.
Maybe
De
they're not
costa,
the
assim.
fastest players on the pitch, but with this passing update, they're going to be able to really ping the ball a lot faster and split that defense, like you can see with a through ball here. So even someone like a Modric, for example, this passing attribute is going to be really important for build-up play. And we saw Timo go through it. We saw this video here, so it's going to be fundamental for build-up play. And we
Oi, lembra de mim? Se lembra de mim? Faz lembrar aí.
A new meta of scoring and
Qual é teu nome no
how to get into
jogo?
those positions. As well, I want to pull up crossing. Crossing is the big one. I want to show a little bit more
Cruzamento.
the replay here.
Vai errar. Não, tá mais
Like
lento.
Timo said, the big one is cross travel time.
Vai mais balão a
that
bola,
means
ó.
that the time it takes for the ball to get into the box from across has been increased. It's a little slower, which means this gives your center backs more time to get to the ball and
Ó o zagueiro recuando.
so this is something that means that crosses aren't
Só meu sobrinho joga na minha conta,
useless. They're
Estevão.
still going to be a fundamental
Eu
part of the
parei.
game, but that means that putting yourself in a good position to make a cross is important, and the player that's making your cross, the crossing attribute.
É uma boa colocar em habilidade de passe.
So players that have a high crossing
Dá pra
attribute
resetar, né?
will be able to put in better crosses, and then the weak foot and strong foot will matter. So here's an example. You're running down the wing with your right
E aí,
winger,
Victor,
and
salve.
he's left-footed. But he tries to take a cross with his right foot, and he's off balance, and there's a left back that's on his
Olha
back,
como ele recua.
pulling
Ele não
out,
recuava
and
assim,
you
ó.
try to cross it in really at a weird angle. That's not going to be a good cross. So right now, the way it's set up is you're going to have to set yourself. You're going to have to be a little more
Calma,
open,
serrote.
and then put in a proper cross in with your strong foot.
Aí
So,
finalmente vai, é gostoso.
That's
Tem que
what
tirar
I'm excited
também.
for, is it's going to really reduce
Sim, eles não
this amount
mostraram
of
isso, né,
running
mano?
down the wings and
Mas
just
isso daí já vai
playing
ajudar,
the
velho.
cross into your Toddy Holland to hit a goal. So I think that's what a lot of people have
Aposentou
been
no
asking
eFootball?
for. Hey, I
Oxi.
know you guys. I know what kind of plays you guys are using, what kind of players. So that's a big one.
Vou ficar que nem o Maguire, os zagueiros.
The other thing to mention is that this crossing update doesn't affect heading. So heading accuracy, heading power, that is not affected. What is affected is the crossing delivery. So like you can see, the quality, the loopingness, that's what's changed. So we're hoping it brings more balance to head-to-head here. And then the other one, tack, is player movement. Or no, actually, wait, hold up. The other one we wanted to show here was the auto switch move assistance. We've got another clip here we can show that wasn't on the update. Do you want to go over this one, tack?
Yeah, absolutely. It kind of like also ties to crossing in general too. So the example
Vê
here makes it a
Quem
little bit
antecipa a
easier
jogada é o
to understand
zagueiro, ó.
what do we mean
O
about
atacante só
auto
fica
switch
parado.
assistance.
Aí não tem vantagem
When
mesmo.
you're closing down the winger with your
Agora se o
fullback
atacante
and
antecipasse,
your directional
aí já ia
input
ser
as
roubo
well,
já.
outside of the box, and then there's an inbound cross coming to your
Parabéns,
box.
Henry.
And when
Tá
you switch
doente,
it
né,
over,
véi?
your defender kind of
Saúde aí
like
pra ti, véi.
positions a little bit because of the initial direction that you had. So what's essentially
Agora é
happening
beta?
here is that now there will be this automatic
Vai colocar o
help
crouch na zaga?
for
Oxi.
you to keep the defender that's supposed to defend in the box in a contextually right path, even though your direction is going the other way. Because the game is fast, so not everyone can react in time. So as you can see, like the little lines here are the directions that the player is inputting. But as you can see, the defender is actually going to the box and trying to
Aí a
defend,
zaga.
and
Olha meu
try to win
comentário.
the arrow duel there.
Se o cara tiver
So
um
that's what
Haaland
we mean
e
by
teu zagueiro for
auto switch
baixo,
assistance.
aí é ruim,
It's
velho.
a difficult
É
term,
desvantagem
but
mesmo,
I
não
think
tem
with
como.
this image here in this video actually, it's a lot easier to understand. So essentially, you have some
Boa, Henry, tá melhorando.
help in terms of the
Haaland
direction
crouch
that
na
the
zaga.
defender should go after you get either an auto or semi-auto switch in a
Peter Croucha.
Yep. Let's see. Well, before we get into some more of the gameplay details, were there any questions, chat, about crosses, about passing, about auto switch move assistance?
Acho que não,
I
e
want to see in chat, do
1,88
we
tá
have
bom
any
pra
more
zagueiro, pô.
questions about that?
1,86 pra cima. Acho que tá bom, velho. Tá ruim não.
Alright, while we wait for some questions, Tack.
Pessoal, deixa o like aí, galera.
Also, briefly, Timo
Vamos
went
tentar
over
bater
this
50
very
likes
briefly,
nessa
so,
live aí, ó.
we don't have any examples really
18
to show you
faltam.
outside of the ones he showed.
Deixa o likezinho aí pra
But
ajudar.
jog dribble and dynamic sprint dribble, those are ones you're just going to feel in game. Players are going to feel a little smoother. They're going to feel a little bit faster on the ball when you're not sprinting. And then when you do sprint, you're going to kick it forward a lot faster, and then small touches with dribble. So
Mais de
I'm excited to see how
1,90 tá
players
top,
with high
né?
dribbling feel, because I was I was told it kind of feels a little different. It feels a little smoother. So that'll be interesting. But let's see if there's any questions here about gameplay. Will current cards get the new attributes? So these aren't like adjustments to the attributes. It's actually adjustments to the whole gameplay. So it'll be in head-to-head. It'll be versus attack in just regular matches. Your players will just play based on these adjustments. It's not like their attributes or traits or anything are changing.
Victor, acho que depois da 18 tem a live da português, né?
Twitch is the auto switch assistance just in crosses or in general. So it's only in specific scenarios, and mostly of them are for airballs.
Will the gameplay be the same with 5-star weak foot players with crosses? So yeah, that's a good question. So like I mentioned earlier, crossing with your weak foot reduces the accuracy. So I think 5-star weak foot players will be valuable in wings because they technically shouldn't see too much. Well, they won't see an error if they're on their left or the right because they have 5-star in each. So that's a very good question. And it'd also be important to look at, is my left winger right-footed? Is my right winger right-footed? And kind of adjust based on that if you are going to cross.
Tá, sobrou 1,96 m, geral 97.
I saw some questions about timing. So we're going to start maintenance time for,
falta pouco pra 40k,
on April 9th UTC. So depending on which region you live, it could be April 8th when it actually starts, but we'll keep everyone updated via social media posts closer to the date, so you guys can prepare.
There was another question here that I saw someone ask, is that will these crossing and auto switch move assistants also work with through lobbed balls? So this crossing doesn't affect through lobbed balls.
Toque de transferência de treino agora.
But I can imagine the auto switch move assistants might give you a little bit of help if there's a headed ball on one of those lob through balls, that it might kind of drag you a little bit over. But it's mostly focused on crossing into the box. We should probably just go quickly through those quality of life changes that Timo went through. We'll pull up the substitutions one here again. I'm interested about this one, like you guys saw in that video, right? It's going to be right there, single tap.
Botão de substituição aí, vai ficar aí agora, ó. Ficava lá no...
To be honest, I don't think it...
Nos 3 pontinhos ali, né?
I can never pull
Obrigado, Beatriz WV do Nascimento por inscrever-se no canal.
Or, I don't know, a free kick, a set piece. But even though I don't have time to think about it, so probably this will help out.
Zagueiro lento, corre de igual para igual com o atacante Mbappé. Quebrado isso mesmo.
And then we saw the other changes that...
E aí dá futebol salve.
Go through these pretty quick. There's the skippable goal and offside replays. A note is that only the person that scored the goal or committed the offside can skip it. So just be a friendly player and skip your offsides. Just pro tip.
Yeah, it's common courtesy out there. You know, everybody has a valuable time. I mean, if you want to watch your replay 5 times, sure, do it. But it's common courtesy, so definitely we'll save a lot of time. Imagine in conjunction all the skip replays that we have, we could be saving thousands of hours or millions of hours in general. The other quality of life changes that we have incoming are new replay camera angles, which are always nice. More replay cameras to skip. I'm joking.
Yeah, those look really good.
Yeah, true. And the one that I was excited about was VSA basic chances. As we know, if we're out there playing, basic chances, they actually felt quite easy, to be honest, after you got used to most of them. Unless you started way back in the wings. For example, the ones that you started centrally, they're quite easy to score. So there wasn't a lot of disparity between basic chances and medium or great chances. So excited to see. I haven't tested out yet, but excited to see if this makes a huge change in how you play VSA.
Cadê o evento?
Yep, for sure. And then manager mode, there's going to be more real.
Minha zaga tá boa, Stoltenberg 913, Lúcio 88 de altura.
Also, let's rattle through these because we do have spectator mode to get through.
Tá, pô, os dois são altos aí, 88 pra cima já tá bom.
We can just put that Campos no gol. Quickly. This one's one if you notice in head-to-head a lot, so good to see this change. And then actually, while we're going through our last little quality of life changes, Tack, there was the one, the free kick camera. Have you guys ever had that instance when you're swiping for a free kick and somebody's on the goal line defending it with a header, and then the camera angle doesn't change and it just kind of like stays in the free kick camera mode, and you're kind of left looking like, where's the ball? What do I do? That has been addressed, so it'll be adjusted so that it actually comes back to the regular view. And then Tack, to wrap up, right, was set piece camera preferences.
Exactly. Sometimes you if you either wanted to have like the top view or the actual like back of the player view, it would not save your preference. So every time you started a new match, for example, it would reset.
Delete tem quanto de altura?
Remembers your preferences. So quality of life changes.
Da leite?
Really interesting. Lots of them are you know, like if you stack them up, it just leads you to a better experience.
Que isso, mano?
For sure. And then with that, let's get into spectator mode. This is kind of a cool little feature that's in leagues.
Dá dica,
The
tropa.
basis of spectator mode, guys,
Modo
is that you
espectador aí,
can
ó.
watch your league mates play live in FC Mobile. So you can see here in the league screen,
Agora dá pra puxar a partida dentro da liga, ó. Play match.
someone in your league, and then from there it'll be broadcast to everybody else in your league. So you can come in and watch Jason take on Drea, or you can see myself take on Jason.
Eu acho que só dá pra assistir dos membros, eu acho. Membro contra membro.
For up to 7 days. So it's a fun way to do like league tournaments or like kind of community tournaments, but then also
escolhe tua câmera aí, ó, que tu quer assistir, ó.
Tack, there's some cool like settings too that we can adjust when watching.
Yeah, absolutely. You can pick
Dá para ativar o comentário no jogo, ó.
You can pick where you're going to display the cursor, or if you're going to display the cursor. Commentary.
Display radar, essa ideia das configurações, no caso,
I
né?
think all of this spectator mode
do
in
jeito que
general,
tu quiser.
how it's set up, it's kind of like made in a way that it gives agency to players, right? I see it actually as a tool that could
Dá pra tu quitar na hora que tu quiser também.
rocket
Modo
the
espectador.
competitive scenario for FC Mobile, because essentially what
Agora eu vou ver o Fire perder ao vivo.
watching matches of other people. Because before then, what we would have to do to like keep track of matches that were 1v1 would be to either trust the players or like see history. Kind of like was a hurdle. So I see spectator mode as a big step forward to just unlocking in this beautiful competitiveness that we have in our game. I'm excited because
Agora dá pra ver que os caras que falam que não cruza e no off cruza, né, velho?
For example, we could already see a bunch of leagues and
O cara vai
tournaments
ficar te espionando lá.
in the game already, like doing
Os caras
so
ainda vão
well.
gravar
So
ainda.
I can't even imagine how the community will kind of like flourish with this spectator mode that's coming up soon.
Yeah, I think this is just a shout out to people who are already in head-to-head tournaments. This is going to be a great way to set them up with leagues. Or if you have like a really active league, you can set up tournaments in there. Or if you're not even in a league, here's a nice little incentive to join one, start your own. Or you could even like have them in people in Discord setting them up.
Tem equipe dog, mas daí ia pesar muito também, né?
Matches, like you said, and the competitive scene should take a nice step forward with it. So that as well is coming in the April 9th update next week. Like Tack had mentioned earlier, it's going to be similar to previous updates we've done where there's a little bit of like a maintenance period. We'll have more updates on like exactly when.
Melhores momentos, sim.
Expect a bit of a downtime there. Tackers, was there anything else we needed to go through for the April update, or are we good?
Qual a sua expectativa para a atualização de amanhã?
I think we're all ready to
19% boa, 41%.
And while we
Não vai mudar
prepare
nada.
ourselves here, I want to hear
12%
from
e
chat.
muito boa.
What's your favorite part
28%.
about the April update? Tell us in chat, because I'll be reading it through.
Atualização dia
while
7,
we-
tropa,
we
pelo que
kick it
falaram
off.
aí.
A Centurions. Wow, what a show we have
Mas
today,
vai vir a
right?
atualização de evento, né?
The April update would have been a show by itself, because it's so full of
Pare, pode anotar, muitos
interesting
celulares vão ficar incompetentes com essa atualização.
I mean,
cross
we
spam.
went
Devia
through a
remover
lot.
umas coisas aí, né, velho?
I mean, some people in chat were like,
Ninguém, tipo,
guys, stop the yapping. But you know
abre a ida
what?
do
We don't get to
Zidane,
yap
remove
that
logo.
often. There's a lot of cool stuff to talk
Dá as
about,
joias de graça
so
pra todo mundo.
I'm
Só que
excited.
importa dali a joia.
When you're yapping about good stuff,
Aquelas
it's
ligas lá
good
de
yapping, right?
espanhola do modo desafio remove.
Exactly, right?
Tem muita coisa, velho.
Yep.
All
Good to
right,
see all
should we get
around,
into Centurions?
highlights. Yeah,
Yeah,
true. Let's
definitely.
go. Let's
E aí,
get
Antônio,
into it.
salve.
Quit yapping. Let's get to it.
Let's get into Centurions. Team 1. Chat. Ramos, Neymar, Royce. Did you guess it right?
Did you guess it right?
Sérgio Rama, Neymar,
Let's see. Ramos. People excited about Gavi.
Royce,
I'm
Gavi,
excited about Neymar.
Éder
I'm
Militão,
excited about Militão. I'm even excited about
Vard,
Talisca.
Ander Herrera, Anderson Talisco,
Wow,
94, ó.
yeah. Yeah, it's a good lineup.
Falcão Garcia,
Of course,
Hart,
popular players, but also some
Neuer,
players like Vardy,
Weghorst,
right? That,
Oyarzabal,
is this the first
Stuani.
player for Vardy, Antoine? For the
Unless
season?
he's gotten a team of the week some other week, I think this is the first event item for Vardy. So he's been an FC Mobile Classic or FIFA Mobile Classic at that point. But yeah, I think it's good to see him in there. The other one too is Falcao. It's been a minute. I think we saw Falcao last year in Centurions was when he was there.
Stuano.
Or was it a different program? But he was there last year. It's good to see
Que
him. come
diabos
back.
colocaram esses bagres aí? Esse
He's always a
safado sem
good one.
vergonha?
He
Que
has,
isso, mano?
he usually has good attributes in game.
Porque esse jogador tá aí, mano.
Ends up being a good
Não sei,
player in
velho.
game. Joe Hart there, interesting to see too.
É só os
Shout out to
jogadores que nem
Ryan
se batem, né,
Ghost.
tropa? Eu não sei, nem tem contusão
For
esses
me,
aí.
highlights Neymar for sure.
Penaldo?
And, Militão.
Cadê o Penaldo?
Both
Não
are,
tem, velho.
recovering there from injuries, so speedy recovery for them. I think Militão is about to play some matches.
Yeah. I saw some people in chat joking about how Weghorst comes in after the April update for crossing, when in previous seasons he was like the guy that everybody would use for crossing and headers, and
Quero ver os
now he
icons.
comes in at the same time. Actually, you'll get like a few days with the previous crossing with Weghorst, so you only get maybe
Ponta
like
direita,
4
Juan.
days of
5 de 5.
Weghorst
Verdade. O Neymar é 5 de 5.
headers, and then after that it's gonna be a little tougher.
Yeah, enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah, it's funny though.
Acho que essa live vai dar mais de
But
uma
yeah,
hora,
I agree.
velho.
It's a good like lineup.
Live vai
here
dar
of
mais de
Team
uma hora de
One.
tempo.
A lot of
Deles
guys
aí, no
coming
caso.
back from injury on that top row, but also guys
O
that
Neymar.
have been around for a long time, and they represent what Centurions is about. It's like long-standing players, guys who have hit important milestones. So I'm
Juan
excited
Debele é 5 de
to
5,
jump
só
into
quebra
the
o
game
físico.
here and
Bagrinei não merecia a cartinha. Salve,
Absolutely.
salve, rei.
Guys, reminder that Centurions
Olha lá, o Felipe Lang.
is launched Thursday UTC, okay? It's a different date from the April
É o menino tutorial, ó.
weeks. And what you have to do here is play skill
Vai atrás
games
do Ney?
and matches. And what's different this time is that
Neymar 97, mano.
after you play your skill games and matches, you get your
Vai valer rim
progress
no
points
começo.
there, and you claim them. But you get one of three. Actually, you get 3 different currencies there, which are based in passing, speed, and finishing. And the thing here is that you have actually 3 options of Zico player items, which have boosted stats according to speed, passing, or finishing. So you get to choose between one of the 3.
Tá bonito?
It's basically your own preference, right? The differences between the base differences between these 3 different versions of Zico aren't like super different, but depending on your playstyle, for an example, if you want someone who wants to be there in the box with more presence, for example, you could opt for shooting. Or if you're a base merchant, you can definitely go with the speed Zico. So after you get your progress, your 100 progress points, you get the traits.
Vai dar pra upar, né, os Zico,
Currency
velho.
there, and you can use this triangle there to
Vai
exchange
ficar pilão, mano.
in a 2x1 ratio.
Bom que não gasta mais
You can
grana.
make sure that you are actually getting the currency that you want based
cada
on the version that you want.
Cada significa
between speed, passing, and finishing.
Requisito é requisito não, um atributo, né?
Yeah, so it's kind of
Speed,
interesting
chute e
tack,
passe.
right? There's 3 different versions of the Zico. So I
de
kind of
lá em
want to check
Zico?
out the individual stats right away, just so we can show the difference, right?
Yeah, let's take a look at them.
Coringas da Areia 2.0.
You guys will see
So,
that
like, this one
the
will be-
difference is not like super
Aí, ó,
big between
caixinha dele.
version to version.
5 de finta. Fôlego no talo aí praticamente.
Look at the
5 de
passing
5.
one. See, it's slightly different.
Upada,
boosted
fica boa essa
passing
carta,
there.
tropa. Tranquilo.
5/5 as well on weak foot.
Ele pega um físico bom aí.
Yeah, the comparison here, for an example, with the Prime Icon version, Zico, all the 3 versions here from Centurions are better than the Prime
Zico!
Zico, even though they're the same OVR. So
Gostoso
pay
demais.
attention to the
Deve ser
attributes
liso.
and in-game stats, because it's a good difference.
Yep. I don't think they have secondary positions on these though, but the traits should all be the same. Work rates, I believe, are the same last I checked. Yeah, high, medium. Yeah, it's just gonna be the certain attributes like passing, shooting, pace.
Já desbloquearam esse
So like you
evento.
said, Tack,
Vai
you
vir
come
amanhã,
in,
Reinaldo, esse
you
evento.
claim the progress from your matches and skill games. If you guys remember Toddy, it was kind of similar to that, where you get this, and then once you hit 100,
Só
we're
amanhã.
not going to go through and do all these matches. You get your traits points, 100 traits points, and then you
Não,
come
não vai
here,
ter, eu acho, Antoninho.
and then
Agora
there's
não.
passing
Esse
trait
modo carreira aí.
points, there's shooting traits points,
Vai dar pra... Mas já vai dar pra assistir
Fusions here.
a partida do amigo da liga já, velho.
and then from there, you're also going to be having
Vai dar pra
the
assistir.
speeds traits points to
Modo espectador já vai
unlock
ter.
the different rewards, and once you get right to
Transferência de
5
treino.
out of 5, that's when you can claim the Zico. of the
Misturaram a
choice.
Coringa de Inverno com Totti.
They all have different reward totals. So it's going to be up to you, right, Chad, to choose. Who are we going with? Who would we choose?
Quanto tempo o evento?
Passing, or
13
speed?
dias.
Which Zico are you choosing?
Acho que mais 3 semanas, eu acho.
You know what I would do? I would wait to see how the new passing with the gameplay update would be to see the value out of it, because this could be the clear choice if the passing attributes are like very noticeable. So that's what I would do.
35 dias?
That's a good call to see, like, will that extra passing boost really make an impact? Because, like, the physicality isn't an option, so he's going to be still, was it 68 physicality, 70? The speed, I'm seeing a lot of people going speed, but I don't know, chat. That extra passing might be worthwhile. But while we see chat decide,
Vou só
we
mostrar
should
o
go into
falei.
the other chapter here, which is Find Centurions. And that's where we saw the board from Winter Wild.
Ó o tabuleiro, voltou o tabuleiro, tropa. Vocês brincarem no tabuleiro.
You want to kind of
Team
run us through
Centurion.
here with like the scout searching, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is similar, very, very similar to you guys that played Winter Wildcards. So you come here, you have an option to play AI match, VSA, or head-to-head in Scout Searching to accumulate points. And once you have 100 points, you can exchange them for rows in the board. As you can see, head-to-head gives a little bit more progress than the other types, because, well, you're playing against a real player. They're technically more difficult. Of course, you can purchase the scouting points with FC points, but there we go. It functions very, very similarly. So you got the milestone there that you can claim after 4 full rounds of it, and you just got new rewards. Each of the houses there in the board gives a different reward, and there are some highlighted ones.
Beleza, Henry, vai lá, mano.
Rewards.
Será que tem telão novo?
So good to see a staple, like a favorite from the community coming back. I had a lot of fun in Winter Wildcards with this. The rewards were very nice.
Pra XP.
Yeah, it was a fun one. And then there's this one for every 4 laps. You also get an extra reward. But yeah, like you mentioned, every day you're gonna come in and
aí que vai dar muita forragem nesse tabuleiro, velho.
Maybe you just do it with 2 head-to-head wins, or maybe you just do it with your PvE matches. But you'll come in and do that. And then you can also, there's this one here, which is you can exchange players for scout points. And then all your scout points go towards the board. So it'll be fun to go through, and they will have different rewards like you saw in different players. And then here are the rewards for every lap. So after you complete a lap, 1 lap or 3 laps, you do get different options. Here you have the Mascherano, which is after 3 laps, and it also requires 5,000 gems. And then we go all the way down to, again, either a 93.97 or 1,000,000 coins. And then wrap up with this 94 untradeable. So they're mostly untradeable in this row.
Tá ruim não, velho. Vem joias.
But at least there's the Mascherano after 3 there.
Só mascherano.
So it's kind of your choice of how you want to play this chapter. You can come in and just just auto play those PvE matches, or you can go through faster.
Pelo menos mascherano nesse tabuleiro aí, velho.
Head-to-head. So really depends on how much time you want to spend on this one. And then on top of that, there's the exchange where you can exchange players once per day. And then, yeah, we got an ad one for
o MLS toda semana é mascherano, é garantido. Ou 2.
So, what do we think, Chad? Are we happy that the board is back?
Yeah, don't take for granted the rewards in the board, because they stack up.
Dois FC pontos de graça,
Antônio. Wildcards, for an example. I still face Tapsobas, stacked up Tapsobas here and there in head-to-head, so it will be interesting to see.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see a lot of Hainens or new houses here. But
Tapsopa! Vamos lá, tropa. 4 likes aí pra 40. Deixa o like aí, ó. Vamos bater 40.
Or there's the Milenkovic. This one actually, if you get a bunch of these 93 Milenkoviches, might actually be worth. But yeah, outside of that, the other chapters unlock on April 11th for the Makalele and Lam. So you'll have to wait to see how that looks. Otherwise, the quests here for Mascherano,
mais mascherano aí nas missões.
That's too out of the ordinary here.
27 dias, ó.
So just playing the event will get you all of these, and
Isso
you'll
dá
get extra
4 semanas
to go through.
De evento.
And then the Star Pass here, Centurions Pass. This one is really cool because you have the Xabi Alonso, and you can see he's got the gyroscope with it.
De cabeça na missão.
A cool one about this one, chat, right, is you remember there's the Vinny, there's the Son that had this. With the April update,
Oxe, olha essa animação da carta.
Gyroscope in game too. So like, say you're in a head-to-head match and you score with this Xabi Alonso. If you move your foot around, you'll actually see his gyroscope even in.
E aí, MC Cabelinho, salve! Olha lá, mudou o estilo mesmo, velho.
Very cool player item art.
Yeah, shout out to Xabi Alonso, doing great there.
O uniforme. Carta tá em 3D.
Undefeated.
Então, tá saindo, velho.
Still undefeated.
Tá se mexendo a carta.
Like, it's been years.
Yeah, like I know, right? They're on like the craziest of runs.
E aí, DG, salve aí.
Patrick Schick has been scoring in extra time.
A
Like
carta, ele quer sair de dentro da carta, velho.
Buyer never loosen. That's what exactly.
Yeah.
Lancei o Zeca, o Zeca Urubu agora, velho.
The Harry Kane curse is...
É, eles estão mostrando o evento.
for them.
Já mostraram
Yeah, I mean, Dortmund
o update de gameplay, o modo espectador dentro da liga lá. Agora estão mostrando o evento. Já mostraram a trilha, né?
Let's pull up the Xabi Alonso though. Let's take a look at his stats
Xabi Alonso
as a CDM.
He's also one of those midfielders that
É, tem que fazer gol de cabeça, não tem
have
dessa.
really high passing stats, but are not usually
Tabuleiro voltou,
the
tabuleiro.
fastest ones, right? So I'm really looking forward to see how these archetype of players perform.
3 de finta, 4 de 5. Gol no talo aí praticamente.
Yeah, look right away. Short passing is 98.
Só o chute aí que é meio quebrado, velho.
In the April gameplay update, short passing attribute
79,
means faster passes.
O negócio é a
So
finish dele, né?
He will be one of the higher short
É
passing
muito baixa
ratings,
junto do...
which means that he'll likely be able to thread the needle on passes.
Dia 9 de abril, a
And
lá
then the other
trapou em
one
cima.
crossing 83, that is
Gameplay
the highest.
update, ó.
But
Dia 9.
again, I think after the gameplay update, certain players that maybe didn't fit the bill because of
Update
physicality
em abril 9.
might be
no
more
TC.
useful.
Dia 9 quando é?
The other
Daqui a
one
uma
as well,
semana,
Tack,
né?
is challenge
Na
mode is
próxima
the same.
quarta,
There's
velho.
going to be the weekend challenge mode. There's the daily challenge mode. We won't show it up. It's not super different from
Não é
the
nessa
usual.
quarta ainda, na outra
then,
que é a atualização.
Exchanges, I'll
Aquele
pull that
leu.
up as well. Again, pretty straightforward. There's also going to be a
As
special
trocas aí, ó.
icon exchange that's going to be coming in, so keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, these are all pretty much the
Vai
standards with
adicionar mais uma
different exchanges
Centurion lá.
coming in at certain points in time.
Chute doll.
Yep, similar
other one in
to
exchange.
previous events, and yeah, this is the new one that we wanted to show, right, Antoine?
Yeah, the showdown exchanges. So I was curious, chat, how many of you did the showdown exchanges from last
Troca de
week?
jogador 59, que
and
isso? Não. Passa.
I think he's going to be defending
Você tem um
crosses
de ritmo, eu
really
passo.
well.
He won't be a hindrance defensive-wise.
Deixa o like aí pro YouTube recomendar pra mais pessoas, velho.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he can play CM, guys. So smooth.
Good passing, yeah. He's one of those players when he's on the pitch, I just try my best to, hit those long balls.
Oh, yeah.
He dictates my play style too.
Yeah, and then you just look at the short passing, 101. He's one of those guys where maybe he was overlooked before because of pace and physicality, but I think once the update comes out, chat, he might be one of those guys who can play a really deadly through ball.
O Verona, vem Verona
And
95.
we'll go through Emmanuel Reynoso here from Minnesota United. We've had a really good start to the MLS season, if any of you are following. They are, I think, top 3 in the league at the moment.
Espírito de volante, né? 5 de
And
finta,
then
o
let's
volante.
check out
O
Jamie
primeiro volante,
Vardy.
5
Let's
de
check
finta.
out the stats on the Leicester legend, Jamie Vardy himself. 94, 96.
Bardoso.
Dribbling and 86 physical. What do we think, chat? Dubs?
Não,
I see a couple
Antônio,
dubs
só
there
tô mostrando
for
as
Vardy.
cartas, velho. Tropa, quem perdeu alguma coisa, acho que daqui a umas 2 horas tem live lá do Canal Brasil, velho. E Sport FC Mobile Brasil.
So
Aí
we'll
dá
just
pra entender
quickly
melhor,
go
ó.
through a few more, and you can see
Será que
there's
isso
the
daqui tá em
different
inglês?
icon versions we had as well.
Parte não
I think we
aprendeu a
wanna show
driblar?
some of a couple more players here, chat, and then after that we'll get into
Ó,
some
Verona.
giveaways in a little bit.
Cabeça lisa.
We got Veron here, overall, very solid with the
Não tem
passing,
toque de treino, velho.
96, 100 as well.
Eles não
short
falaram
passing.
nada sobre, não confirmaram, né?
Aggression is up there, as
Nem vai ter.
expected. Got here Kai Wagner for Philadelphia Union.
Ai, Wagner. Eu nem vi isso aí, velho.
Hopefully we get an action shot in for him. Very standout left back there in the MLS. And then Eder Militao.
Joga,
The
jogo
Utah
aí. Eu
legend
li
from last year.
E futebol eu jogo.
Look
Acho
at
que amanhã eu jogo aí.
I don't have space
Amanhã
in my
tarde.
team for more center backs.
Cara do tempo do Garrincha.
But this guy's looking so good.
Eu quero o Koeman. Olha o
Look at
Militoa.
jumping, 103 jumping.
Yeah, it's the pace and the defending stats so high. Really good.
Militrão.
Also just getting 97 defending, 94 physical. And he's a guy that just plays well. If you've had him in your team before, some guys just defend really well. I've noticed like Vidic is one of those where he's still like lower OVR compared to the kind of the curve, but he still gets in there. I feel like Militao is one of those really athletic center backs.
Talisca.
Yeah, he has the jazz, like Van Dijk for an example.
100%. We got another Brazilian compatriot here with Anderson Talisca, who always gets really good stats. And this one is no different.
He is really, really good.
Ooh, somebody was asking walkout animation. Should I go and open like some packs just to see how it looks like quickly, and we can do giveaways at the same time?
Yeah, let's try that while we jump into giveaways. So guys, I was looking at chat.
Puxa, vai embora energia, tropa.
I don't think anybody got our hashtag for today.
Cair a live já
So
sabe.
I'll explain how giveaways work, right? So, unfortunately, people who are watching on YouTube cannot participate. To participate,
Tem um bocado
in
de
the
energia
giveaway,
aqui,
you
velho.
need to
Ainda bem que não
jump
desligou nada.
into our Twitch live stream and drop the hashtag
Quase vai
into,
Jeff.
chat there. All right. So I'll give you some time to if you want to switch platforms, but you can keep watching.
Vai dar jogador grátis? Vai, mano. O Zico 94.
So the hashtag
O melhor é o
for
Zico
today
94
is
que vão dar no evento.
hashtag 100.
Ou
Somebody
vão baixo, né? Tu
almost
vai
got it
escolher.
right. You
Mas
need
a
to
maioria eu
type
acho que
out
vai escolher o
100,
Zico.
right? It's not the numbers.
94.
Hashtag 100. Today we're
Caiu?
going to pick 5 winners. So
Caiu não,
drop
caiu não.
hashtag 100. As long as you drop it right now, you're able to participate. We're going to get 5 winners, and the winners can choose one of the player items that we displayed.
Colocaram o
today.
Raj, não o Garrincha.
MLS icons, it could be Centurions player items, so everything is up for
Caiu?
grabs.
Então deixa eu finalizar,
We
então.
will chat with the winners later on to get your choice, so good luck to everyone.
Olha o
all you
Lama.
need to do again is drop hashtag
Vou
100
pensar.
into
Olha
Twitch
esse
chat.
cara, velho.
You are already participating.
3, velho, de
Look.
pace. Daí tá bom essa
Guys
carta
that
aí,
are
velho.
sharing on YouTube, you need to share it on Twitch, alright? For us to,
Deve ser
be
bugada
able
essa
to,
carta aí.
talk
Gambon.
with you guys. It's not like we have any favorite platform. It's because Twitch has a DM system and we can speak with you guys. 'Cause we need to
103,
get
velho. Tá
your,
com ritmo bom lá. Bem
your
equilibrado
choice.
de pace.
Oh, Sebastian Driussi.
4 de finta.
He's a
Yeah.
Austin FC had a,
Boa pra jogar no mato.
miserable start in the season, but it's my home team here, so gotta keep on cheering for them.
Speaking of home teams,
Gaudi.
Whitecaps won over the weekend.
Que jogadores
Obviously,
que eu
the
nunca
game
vi.
was
Olha esse
Saturday, they
físico.
came back against Portland. This guy was in the middle of it all. Underrated
23,
Scottish
velho.
player. If you are looking for hidden gems
Meia
in the
campa.
MLS, Ryan Gauld, he's up there.
Escocesa.
But for giveaways, Tackman, we're doing any player, right? Any player that is available.
O Evento carrega ele, o
first
cara de
week
papel.
of Centurions, or even MLS. If there's any of these icons
Or even
that
MLS.
you want, yeah, any of them. I'm curious, who will people most likely pick? I feel like we'll get a lot of Ramos.
Da gameplay,
Neymar,
segunda-feira
and I
aí.
think Brota. I could see people.
Segunda-feira à
picking
noite.
him.
Da gameplay atualização.
I think we'll see 2
O evento é
Neymars
amanhã à
and
noite.
3 Zambrotas. All right, we have the first winner today. First winner is Asper.
Baixo 2.0.
Congratulations. So if you won, what will happen is that you will receive a message on Twitch from the team. So
Vamos
make
abrir
sure that
pack?
you're following
Abriu.
us, because sometimes the
Bora ver se tem animação pack
cannot
da
message
Centurion.
you. So make sure that you're following us, so you can get your message.
Não, vem tipo.
Right, 1 down, 4 more to go.
Nem o outro lá, velho.
Ooh, wow.
Roy. Roy.
Oh, you got Rice. Nice.
Got Royce, guys.
Rice, yeah.
That EA employee luck.
Yeah, you're always lucky in those, right?
Deu
Yeah, was
sorte.
it Pelé 95
Só
last
mudou a
time?
cor, velho. É que naquele verde e aquele amarelo lá. Mesma
Look at
coisa.
that. Ooh, okay, and I got Veron in
Olha lá,
there.
pegou Veron, Royce,
Nice
Maquin.
little sidekick for Royce.
Esse pack foi de
We
40,
have
né?
the
Que ele abriu,
second
de
winner ready.
25.
It's Krish
Ó, pack de
Thapa.
25, ó.
Congratulations, Krish Thapa.
É, sei lá, um Ike só mudou a cor.
Nice
doing
walkout
like
animation,
De 15 agora.
but the hero's animation was so
Pelão de
incredible
areia?
in my mind.
Yeah.
Eu não sei se ele quer mostrar o cruzamento, né? Também.
So, wow,
so
what a show
pretty
today.
jam-packed
It's
show.
Yeah, exactly. We've been talking here for so long. Lots of good stuff actually to talk about. So I hope you guys are as excited
O zagueiro
as
continua
we are,
burro.
both for Centurions, but also for April update. Just a quick reminder before we wrap it up: Centurions comes Thursday, April 4th, UTC, to the game, and April update, together with the gameplay update and spectator mode and more quality of life changes, is coming April 9th UTC. Depending on your time zone and where you live, it could be April 8th, for an example.
Vai lá,
And we
tropa.
will keep you
Segunda-feira,
updated on social media about
10 da noite aí, ó.
and
A gameplay,
overall
atualização.
how the update's going to work like.
Dia 8, no caso, pra nós.
Looking forward to it. Should be fun.
Yep.
A lot of great things coming. And as always, let us know your feedback with the new gameplay adjustments, for passing, for dribbling, for crossing. We want to see what you guys think, what you guys feel. Share it on all the channels. Same thing with spectator mode, and then Centurions as well. So it's always a fun time being on these shows, and there's so much to share. So many dubs in the chat. It's great. So we'll see you guys in our next show. We don't have the confirmed date yet on that one, but that should be another great one. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming on. Hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. It's been a blast.
Acabou a live.
Yeah, thank you guys. See you in the next one.
Take care. See you guys.
Briga dos top horas. Tropa, vou finalizar essa live. Aí, quando for à noite, depois das 20, eu abro, beleza? Depois das 20. E aí, Saboneto, Alberto, o que vocês acharam, tropa? Se tiver enquete aí, ó. Boa, 38. Muito boa, 29. Ruim, 20. E não vai mudar nada, 13%. Abre depois do jogo. É, depois das 20, 20, 30 por aí. Beleza, tropa? Tamo junto. Até mais tarde aí, ó. Falou!